advantages of our products.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
Yeah. Dirty 30, beat down Brown and Eddie Westside in the house. What's going on, brother?
You got it, family. What's good?
Man, chilling, brother. Chilling, man. Getting ready for this Christmas season, man.
And I
It's
didn't
almost
know
here.
it was this weekend, man. It crept up on me. I was like, okay, I gotta do this. I was like, shit, it's the weekend before the holiday. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Real sneaky, man. Real sneaky.
Oh well. We'll get through it, man. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
You want to jump on in, homie?
Yes. Okay, so got Mr. West doing Mr. West things again, man. Wow.
And you wonder why his invitation to the Grammys got we're gonna take that back from me. I'm gonna need that that invitation back. Yeah, you just can't be on one. You can't, especially for this. I guess they didn't even want to take a chance on him doing something like this, pulling a stunt like this during that, epic event. And so I think because we were talking about last episode about notable no-shows.
Yeah.
So, I think this might not necessarily been a no-show. It was a no invite.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those no invites, man. And he is a special cat, man.
Yeah. And you deal with him accordingly. He's the family member who come get a plate now. You can't come in and kick it all the time. Like, hey man, we'll fix you a plate, hit the horn, we'll have little man bring it out to you.
Yeah, word, man. It's homeboys, and it's wild because it's just like, honestly, it brings into a lot of questions because Kanye know how to flip stuff on you and be like, yo, I'm just taking it back. We took back the word nigga.
Right.
Listen, I'm taking this back. Like,
we got to put in context what we getting around for the most part is that Kanye, did a listening party or some shit, and he pulled out the old KKK hat. As I sent you that picture, I was like, man, we got to show that what Mr. Ye is up to these days. And
it's
like you said,
definitely the thumbnail.
When you flip that, saying that he's the one who's always flipping something, trying to make it mean something that it's not, trying to take it back or whatever. It's like, dude, there's only one meaning for the pointy head hats, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
I don't care what color it is. I don't care if it was a Louis Vuitton one. It is what it is. You know what that symbol means.
Yeah, he does. He knows exactly what it is. I'm bringing it up right now. We're gonna get rid of everybody else's little advertisement right there. But yeah, Mr. West decided he was gonna show up like this. We just gonna play it off and say, yeah, it was homeboy was being the Grim Reaper. That's what we're gonna say. He was being the Grim Reaper.
That's how you're gonna clean that up. Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna throw him?
He gonna kill the game. That's what Kanye was saying there, man.
I liked. I know it hurt your
we always got what we got to explain for.
Yeah, you're like, man, God dang, again, I got to explain this dude away again.
Come on,
go ahead.
It's like having that one homie that you always have. I'm a married man now, so it's the one homie that you can't have around your wife because he always gonna say something inappropriate. And then when you was a single man and you was having a mixer with all the women around, it's like that one homeboy was gonna say something ridiculous. It's just like, word.
Yeah, you always got to be like, hold on, man. You like you said, you just can't leave him alone. You always, got to look out for him. You love him, but you got to look out for him, man. He's a little different. You got to make sure you got to have those baby gloves on, when you're dealing with certain folks. And Ye is turning into one of those folks like, dude, we love, we know what you're capable of, and we know what you're capable of. It's like, damn.
It's
you said he gonna kill the game. I love the whole scenario you made up. And please, hire Beat Down as your PR. He just spent the hell out of that one, man. That's the Grim Reaper. Now I don't know what y'all reading into, but when I saw it, that's what I thought. It was the Grim Reaper. So that's what it is.
He forgot his axe, man. That's all it was.
That's it.
He forgot the axe.
That's it.
Eh, Dog, working for Kanye's PR is like working for Vado and the boys, man.
Yo, man, in a state of just trying to put, trying to clean everything up constantly and series after series. But
I'm changing Kanye's name to Homelander.
I love it. I love it. Black Homelander. Yes. That's who he is now. It's one of those, and I think he came out, he had his kid with him. Uh,
Yeah,
you
she
know,
was on the song.
yeah, I my man, my man. I'm fumbling my words, trying to make not necessarily light of the situation, but just trying to understand it. I just don't know what that had to do with what he's doing now, and I don't know. That's just where he's at. And again,
Understand, this is the dude who dropped Black Skinhead, which was a jam. Surprisingly, I dig that joint. I
okay,
hated it when it first came out. I actually dig that joint. It's also the cat who dropped New Slaves. And once again, when you listen to it and you get it, it's like he ain't 100% wrong. He a broken clock. He
right,
definitely a broken clock. He write twice a day,
right.
but it's just like, damn it, dog. It don't look good.
Yeah, it's
It's
like get back to the creativity, man. It's like everybody's listening to see what thing he's going to say and do, be extra provocative again. It's like, dude, just get back to the music. Just get back to it, please. But
but it goes into one of those things of, if you look at historically, a lot of the most innovative people are extremely problematic. And it's just like, whether it's just, and it's mainly based around decorum. It's
mhm.
not problem. It's in views, it's in decorum, but they create great shit. Homeboy does create great shit, but in decorum and in views, it's like, oh, what the fuck, dog? What are
Could you
you doing?
imagine what do you think he would have did on the Grammys on the 50th celebration? You think he would have respected the day, or would he have made it about him?
Would Kanye have respected the day? Would Kanye?
This is me
Come on,
asking
man.
you. This is me asking you, just trying to, you know, fill it
Kanye,
in.
come on, man. I'm gonna go to a Talib story on this one. Remember when Talib said that this cat was up there? Is like, Talib was like, "All right, just keep it easy. Don't come out, do the show, be easy." And he had the wheelchair prop. And he's like, "Dog, I don't need you going through all this theatrics like that, just chilling." And then the wheelchair came out, and he came up off the wheelchair. It's
Man, see,
it's
okay,
Kanye is
Kanye.
one. He has a flair for the dramatic. He has a look into things. He has a clear vision, and his clear vision is only clear to him half the time, and then afterwards we get it. But boy, you have a famous saying, between dealing with sauce on bread and everything else, land the plane. Boy, that man that man is Denzel in that movie, man. He was drunk up in the air, man. Yeah, he did it upside down over the water, but man, you landed the plane, but man, you was drunk upside down over the water. You ain't
Man,
supposed to do that with that. This
okay.
ain't no fighter jet.
That's what I just wanted to run that by you since we, gonna stay on this 50th anniversary. And I was just, running through my head like, damn, how, well, would they have to edit that shit? I know, it's pre-recorded. And, would they had to be like, you know what, we had Kanye on, but yeah, we can't show that. We can't show what he did, and then down the line, it was like, oh, for 1995, you could see the whole what you call it on Grammys.com or some shit, but
They knew better. They knew better. Come on, this is Questlove. Questlove was making the phone calls. LL was making the phone calls. Quest know what's going on. He
yeah,
been around this cat and been dealing with this cat for
yeah,
decades.
okay.
He know exactly. Mm-mm. You knew what's going on, man. Mm-mm.
I'm surprised, you know what I mean? He's in there, he's in that realm, the game changer as far as, hip hop. He's part of the culture,
Absolutely.
to the fullest, and yeah,
Because
for him not to be there on that, I was shocked, but now I get it. I see where he's at, and like you said, Quest got boots on the ground, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a copy of what he was working on," and no,
Y-
no, we'll pass on this one. No.
y- Dog, figure it like this. You got people who naturally, if Captain D could come on there and censor himself,
Mm,
literally,
mm.
he went up there and did Scarred and
Doodle
did Doodle
Brown.
Brown, and
Mhm,
both of them was safe for network TV.
mhm.
He knew you know, I can't think of what rap cut it was, and somebody will catch me in the comments. Was like, "Yo, be swift with that punch button." Yeah,
Mm, yeah,
folks like our editors ain't ready for a Kanye appearance on national TV.
yeah,
This is the cat who started the Taylor Swift beef by stepping up on stage, ODB style, and
yeah.
being like, yeah, Beyonce had the greatest video of all time. Come
Right.
on, dog.
And him,
You,
what was that? Talk about what would Kanye do if he didn't win tonight? Was that the Grammys or was that something another award show when he got up there?
it was
And
either
then
that or the MTV Music Awards. It's one or the other.
okay,
And
yeah,
it's
I got you.
mm-mm, mm-mm. You just know.
Everybody like we want to have a good time tonight. Okay, we don't
Yeah.
want to be, and I think that's where he's putting people in that space. Like I want to enjoy you, man, but I know it's coming. It's like I can't get involved with the music like I want to because I'm too busy waiting for the floor to fall out, because he's gonna say something, you can be like, "Oh, he's still on that." Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And it's, we know it's a slippery slope with him. With you
Mhm.
got meds you supposed to be on, you got meds you ain't supposed to be on. You have groomers, you have handlers, you have people that are
Mhm.
doing you wrong or whatever. You have situations messed up.
You
But it's
got
like,
life.
okay, yeah,
You got
and
life. You're still a human, but go ahead. Yeah.
but it's like, okay, are we gonna get Sunday service? Yay. We gonna get you don't know the answers, yay. We gonna get the
In your
uh
feelings. Yeah.
in your feelings, yay. We gonna get your straight up and down, oh my lord, did you actually say that in public, yay? It's nah, dog. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You're not ready for that ride, man.
Got it. Like you said,
You,
man, I was
mm-mm.
just wondering, when I saw that picture, the first thing I thought of was like, man, if he would have did that on the Grammys.
And it's just homeboy is wild. And this goes back into what we were stating with the Grammys thing before. And one point I want to bring out where KRS is right. And I kind of started that plane going before with the fact of Grammys is not a celebration of culture because
Right.
they're late on every culture.
Everything.
The
Mhm.
fact of the matter is, if we go, like I said before, hip hop started in 73. First recorded album is not until 80 as far as putting rap version of hip hop onto wax. So that's 7 years after the culture jumped
Got you.
off. You're a celebration of the music. So being a celebration of music, nah, this ain't a culture fest. We need to have our own celebration of culture. So
Mhm.
Ye could have been there for the culture on something, but that's a whole separate entity off to itself. You understand that. You understand what wildness you might possibly get, and that is that, and it's all good. Just on some wild shit. Remember when D'Angelo did Devil's Pie of all
Yeah.
songs off his joint
Yeah.
and did it like full,
Yeah.
basically Wakanda style? That
Yeah.
didn't happen on the Grammys. That happened on the BET stage.
Right.
That's a
You're right.
celebration of the
Listen,
culture.
right.
That wouldn't have been respected, understood, or anything. First of all, doing Devil's Pie on the
Right.
Grammy stage wouldn't have ran.
When no they're like, "You sound check." Yeah, no, you're not doing that. You're
Yeah,
not doing that. Yeah.
that'd have been worse than the Doors doing Light My Fire back in the day. Look, the cops might have came out on that one.
It
So
with us, is always double.
yeah,
It's like, let me check your playlist." As soon as they hear the get out of here. You're
yeah,
out of here. So we know how that go, man.
yeah, exactly. Because Ye would have came out on the Grammys, doom, 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 doom.
Yep. Just get him out of here. Get him out of here. He done messed it up. Now they done shut the whole thing down. Now they done pulled all the categories off the Grammys from here on out. See, this is why we don't have y'all on here. This is why we don't celebrate the full culture. See, this is why we don't respect y'all. That one show, which is that one incident by him. would have just threw everything.
Come
Like
on,
50 years now, we need a whole nother. We got to start over again.
and we gotta look at it. Talking about rap superstars, we got the other wild card that everybody pretends like they don't understand is a wild card. M wasn't there either, and M's a wild card. Remember, he took his whole freestyle portion of what was that, the MTV joint, to do the
Mhm.
fuck Trump shit.
Mhm.
You got the other wild card too. Just because, and look, you may be like, oh, he ain't skin folk, but homeboy know how to play kin folk.
Yeah, he'll
He
he know
know
what
how
to
to
do.
run kin folk, and
Mhm.
so it's like, yeah, you got your equal or opposite wild card, and it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know what, we gonna chill it out, and we ain't gonna have them because be like, all right, yeah, come on in, do my name is, and
Yeah.
you know, and it'd be all good and everything. Like, yeah, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna talk about what's going on over in the Middle East. No, don't do that.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't do
so
that. Don't touch that. But that's where
yeah,
we at with Mr. Ye right now. He's wearing Grim Reaper hoods.
yeah, the Grim Reaper hood. That's what it was. That's what it was, bro.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna stand on. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Let's transition, my fella. Uh
Roots.
Roots. The Ritz. Yeah,
The
man.
Roots decided, first of all, I need y'all to get together. Y'all know the next Roots picnic was supposed to be in Youngstown, dog. It was supposed to be in Youngstown. I don't know why y'all keep getting further and further away from me, man. Y'all playing games. I'm not happy about it. We gonna fight.
Not PA. Youngstown,
Not
Ohio.
PA.
All
It was
right.
supposed to be in Youngstown,
Youngstown,
Ohio.
Ohio.
We got a nice little outside amphitheater down by the Cavelli Center. We could have done it down there. It would have been live. I'd have been there repping with y'all. I could have emceed the whole night for y'all. Dave Chappelle live in Ohio. He wouldn't have had to go far. You
There
could
you
have
go.
had me and Dave Chappelle.
Hey man, they
And look,
took
Eddie P
our
might have came back home.
a little bit. Yeah, when nobody known. When nobody know I'd have been in town for that joint. But
And look, hey dog, I saw you was at the Roots picnic in
no,
Youngstown.
you
What was
didn't.
your Youngstown? No, you didn't. I wasn't
No, you
here.
didn't. Wasn't me.
Good
He
old
took
Black
they
Ops, man.
Yes, sir. They took our idea. Remember we were talking about keeping this whole celebration going? I
Yeah,
guess they saw the performance, with Black Sheep and uh Arrested Development. I don't know if they're on the bill, but
they are.
that whole
Um,
that whole tail end of the show is they're doing the picnic. And it's
Yeah,
like, dude,
so
that's a tour.
right now the headline, you got the Roots, Queen Latifah, Common, Diggable Planets, Arrested Development, The Far Side, Black Sheep, and then you got your and more.
See,
Now,
man,
this is where now what would be funny,
what's
because
up?
this is culture. And you
Uh-huh.
doing hip hop, you the love of my life. So you repping for real.
Yes.
What would be wild is on a flip up. Quest is sitting up there like, all right, I'm gonna put the call out again. Me and LL gonna put the call out again. Blastmaster, you showing up to this now? This is
Mm,
culture. You showing up to
mm.
this? Because
Hey,
you can't say this ain't the Grammys. This culture,
it's California. When you
but
talk about
this is
Mr.
culture.
Oaktown, I understand that. You get Chris and you get what you call it, you get Hammer.
Well, see, here goes my theory on Hammer. Hammer got so many beefs and so many I
Gotcha.
don't like you mofos
Yep. Yep. I'm
that he,
sorry.
like he
You're right.
said, I can't
I
be
can't
fake
deal
with y'all.
with y'all, not the culture. He like y'all. He's like, I came off of this Tupac celebration, but y'all could go eat a bag of them.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
because honestly, the one thing I will look at is I don't know how many people gave Hammer, besides just giving him his flowers,
Mhm.
gave Hammer a look like, hey man, come back out, come do your thing. Because we see all the time West Coast cats grabbing Cam, West Coast cats grabbing the DOC, West
Yeah.
Coast cats, even Arabian Prince still does stuff with cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going and grabbing the former dudes all the time. And we don't hear about anybody going and grabbing, oh yeah man, I had to go grab Hammer, he did a verse or he did a hook on something or whatever. I don't know if he's willing to, whatever the case being.
Right.
You don't see that look like where cats are really jumping up and saying, yeah man, I'll holler the Hammer.
Yeah, it'd have been dope if, him and, Chris Brown did some choreography shit together, that would have been a good look. But like you said, we don't know who all he's beefing with, or wasn't feeling him at the time, and then once he started making that money and hit that bracket, everybody's like, oh, that dude, yeah man, I like that cat. And he's like, that's fake shit. And he's
Yeah,
like,
and
man,
then once
I
the
ain't with
fall off,
that.
And then once the fall off happened, he's like, ain't none of y'all pull me back up. I
Nobody.
was, and look, I was there for y'all, or I hollered at y'all, I pointed y'all this way. Because honestly, with his death row ties, he might be, let's be honest, he might be looking at Snoop some kind of way. He might be looking at Dre some kind of way. He
Right?
might be looking at, some of the heavy hitters like, and
Yeah.
going slightly there for a second with we know homeboy is plugged in and tied in gang affiliation style. He might be looking at the dog pound some kind of way because Hammer run with Crip, and he
Yeah.
looking at all these Crip dudes like
But
not feeling y'all.
But thing like he said, man, he's like, I'm in my 60s.
Yeah.
Hammer never looked like he was always the your OG's OG. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was just always that dude that when your the dude you're supposed to check in with, that person checks in with him. It's like certain dudes move a certain way and from a different era. And it's kind of like I don't need all that. Been there, done that. I'm cool
Yeah.
on it. But back to the roots picnic in LA, man. I'm waiting to see who else from LA is going to be on there because only thing I saw on there was the Far Side.
It's they're gonna pick up one if you're going this much of into digging into the bag
King T.
with this.
King T. How about that? And Quick.
King T Quick. I mean, you had people there that night. I'm sure
Yeah.
LA is going to be thoroughly represented. I'm sure.
Put that on the bill. Like you said, it said and more. It's just the ones that just recently had their shine for a quick 30 seconds or a quick song or whatever. But
these are the ones that we definitively have in.
Yeah.
But we know we're going to do more. And you got the pre-sale going now. It might just be a case of pushing up the budget to get more people in. That's because the pre-sale is hella early, man. You selling now for next June.
Yeah. Damn.
So
it's in June? I thought it was earlier than that. It's in June. Huh.
No, June 29th.
Okay. Shit,
at the Hollywood Bowl.
No,
I ain't going. I'm going to admit my jealousy is I know my sister's going to be there. Yeah, my sister be at everything, man. I know my sister is going to be there. I'm gonna be jealous as all get out. Either they're trying to sneak my way there.
my man, shit. It's a 4-hour hump, but yeah, man, I might have to look into that whole weekend. Might just make a weekend out of that.
I wouldn't be shocked if Sauce on Bread make it down for that. Him and his wife make it down for that. But yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man.
That's gonna be a dope ass concert. Shit, where I'm at, I hope they like, hey man, we got a little stop. We're gonna keep this party going. We got to stop over on the strip somewhere. Best believe. I'll be there in a heartbeat. But yeah, in the spirit of the 50th, man, I hope they keep this going. I hope it ain't just a one-off, like a damn picnic. Like, dude, it's a long time in between June. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here goes the whole thing. You got LL still running his Rock the Bells thing and all right, that. This should get De La pushed back up on a Spit Kicker action because remember, Spit Kicker used to be crazy with that.
Yeah.
And that was the original Native Tongues concert. So it's like, all right, we'll use this to generate the heat. Y'all cats take it back over.
Yeah,
and break up whoever.
If this thing do the numbers that we think it's gonna do, this ain't gonna be a one-off. It's gonna be a resurgent of our, hopefully we get our genre. They separate it and be like, okay, yeah, this is the new hip hop, and this is like, not necessarily the golden age. To me, it's that sweet spot.
Yeah.
When we had everything from pick a side. Pick a side. We doing down south today? Okay. Yeah. We doing West Coast? Okay. So that's what it was. It wasn't just one continuous song. Is what I'm hearing now. It's just one song,
Yeah. And you could flip it up, whether you do a regional end of it with a blend right here, like, okay, we're going to do the down south leg, and the down south leg is heavy down south with sprinklings in the East Coast, sprinklings in the West Coast. We got the West Coast leg heavy on the West Coast with sprinklings in, whatever right there.
Yes.
And even makes it a destination type thing where folks like, well, I need to see that heavy West Coast show.
Right.
I'm gonna hop on something. I gotta go see what's cracking.
Or, like they're doing it now, man. You got, you never thought you'd see Black Sheep, I'm sure they probably did shows on the West Coast, but we didn't know about it. We was just strictly, from our region, as you was
Yeah,
pointing out. Um, if they just, set it up how we used to have our tapes, cassette or our cassette tapes box in our
hmm
car, we had them labeled, West Coast, you had the East Coast, you had your down south, you had your Midwest, and it was all like just one big old mixtape. And if they had that concept of like, hey man, we're just gonna take everybody. We could
yeah,
do the regional thing, but we're gonna bring everybody that you never thought, you'll see on stage together at one time. We're gonna throw it together, old school style. And that I mean, Questlove he should get a Grammy for putting that whole thing together for everybody, just sitting in like a classroom. That whole setup was dope as
yeah,
hell.
yeah. That's nuts, man. It's off the hook, and this is what we like to see. And the one thing about it is this lets you know, watching that celebration, watching what's
Mhm,
going on at the Roots Picnic. And the Roots Picnic has always been festival style. We've had, members of the crew that make it out to those like that.
mhm.
But this is letting you know the genre is big enough. We can do a Coachella that's pure hip hop. We can
Oh,
we can do 2-3 days. I mean, Tyler already showed it with Flog Gnaw, and there's
mhm.
other people that have their festivals that's more than one day. But as far as going from old school to new school, blending them together and all that other stuff, we can do more than one day. We could do a full out festival, not just a concert,
Thank
not
you.
just a show. We could do a
Do
festival.
a full weekend, booking everything,
Yeah,
it's doable. And
multiple
before we
stages
Yep.
and get down
Yes.
with it.
Um, this is where I'm looking at like Tyler Perry. You got the studio, but that's a whole nother thing.
Actually, we
Before
we gonna stay away from Perry is almost in that puffy bag right
yeah,
now. We gonna stay away
okay.
from Mr. Man.
Before we all right, man, you wrong for that, but anyway, what I was about to say, oh, honorable mention, rest in paradise to the late great Amp Fiddler. I wanted
Oh
to touch on
man,
that for a little bit. So you seemed like you was the only one who knew who he was. Like, dude, nobody watched the documentary. He
but
was on there, but I wanted to
e-
talk about it, a little bit. Go ahead.
even outside of that, like from a hip hop standpoint,
Mhm,
like I follow Amp Fiddler because I was always in the alternative versions of neo soul, alternative versions of hip hop, and like that. So I
mhm.
found Amp Fiddler funny enough before I found Slum Village because he was
Nice.
doing remixes and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, Amp Fiddler, um, producer, engineer, scientist
Very
to the
much so.
highest degree, synth
Yes.
and keyboard scientist, excellence.
Mhm.
This man, if y'all don't get it, Detroit, one of Detroit's finest, but the top Detroit's finest. This
Right.
is the man that literally took Dilla under his wing before Dilla had his own MPC. He taught Dilla how to use an MPC in his house, taught him how to use the Moog in his house. That's what's cracking right there. Dude is a freaking legend. That's one of those cases of one of your favorite producers. That's Amp Fiddler.
That's it. And
And
I heard of him and I was like, "Oh, that was him?" And I had his songs,
yeah, 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 yeah.
it was just like, "Oh my god, that was that dude," because he looked young.
Yeah,
He's in his I think he was 64, 65.
yeah.
And, for all the stuff that he did and for them to have to raise money to, to
It's a
put this
damn
man
shame.
yeah, to put this man in the ground. Last time I checked, his GoFundMe was up to like 12K. And, yeah, man, it's still sad, man, for the talent
The
and the impact
legends,
the
man.
legend. Yeah, the impact that he had, it was like, y'all know who this cat is. Everybody, he literally walked Dilla up to Q-Tip. It was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, this is my man, give him your tape," and the rest is history.
history, man. You don't have this without that. And I think one of the people is House Shoes. If you go
Yes,
look up House Shoes videos talking about all the Detroit legends
that don't get and
that don't get their shine.
I saw that interview because I saw and I felt the hurt in his voice and when he was expressing how it's a damn shame where your own city don't even rep you the way that they should, and you go overseas, he got a street
Yeah,
named after him, over in Europe,
yeah,
talk about Dilla. But in
yeah,
Detroit, cats is like, who? It's like it doesn't make any sense, but
yeah.
that's what it is, man. But shout out to the family. Thank you, new subs. Subscribers, keep doing what y'all doing. Get down in the comments. Let us know what's going on. We read the comments. Rest in paradise and filler, man.
Yeah, man. And all of y'all, share. We gonna get past the shadow ban for the network, man. We gonna get past it because
Indeed. We
I'm
got to
talking
work
to y'all.
around.
Y'all talking to me. I know y'all watching, and we
Yep.
appreciate y'all. We
Indeed.
holla. We love y'all. Once again, another dirty 30, closer to the 30 this time.
Plane has landed. You can unbuckle your seatbelts. Go ahead.
We gonna figure out a schedule. Even with the holiday, we gonna figure out a schedule and make sure y'all got your stuff next week. We love
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Peace.
Peace.